Hey guys, Crazy Kira here. I'm sorry, that was a pause. I want to kind of introduce you guys to something. I forgot about the beginning, ignore that. So I kind of thought it would be kind of nice if you guys read along with me. Because sometimes I know my microphone can kind of give out, or I talk really low, like I probably am right now. I talk really low, and sometimes you guys can't really make out what I'm saying. And I'm happy to say that our Jeff the Killer has finally been updated, which I'm really happy about. Thank you, Demon Spirit 1, for updating it. So I thought for this would be a little test run for you guys to read with me. So without further ado, here's chapter 23. Chapter 23. I sat in a dingy motel trying to figure out how Jeff thought of the plan he did. We jumped around the city to different ATMs, slowly taking the money from my bank account. Then we left town in the opposite direction of the last ATM we visited. Now we're in some dirty old motel a few miles outside of town. Jeff left to grab some stuff from the convenience store across the street. I'm so shaky from the run-in with Jane, and the fact I saw her spit up blood. I walked into the bathroom, hoping I didn't look as horrible as I felt. As I looked into the mirror, I immediately noticed the clots of dry blood in my hair from that one night in the hospital. I sigh as I look at the dark circles under my eyes, indicating just how well I've slept lately. And I probably stink just about. And I know probably stink just as bad as Jeff usually does. I jerked my head towards the door as I heard the door to the room slam shut. I peeked my head out the door and watched as several bags on one of the shady beds, along with the 2 6-packs of cheap beer. He soon looks over at me and tosses what looks like body wash or shampoo at me. "It's a 2-in-1, so don't complain," he said, and it took me a moment to realize what he means. I look over my hands before retreating into the bathroom. Unfortunately, the lock is either broken or was never there in the first place. It was beyond frustrating that I couldn't lock the monster out. I tried to quickly get the disgusting clumps out of my hair, almost pulling it out in the process. Once that ordeal was over, I stood in the shower enjoying the cool water on my back. It was soothing to think I was alone, even if it was just for a few moments. "You done yet?" I heard Jeff ask from the other side of the bathroom door suddenly. I reluctantly told him that I would be out in a few minutes, not wanting to leave the safety of the shower. I regretfully finished my shower and changed into the baggy clothes I had been lent. I looked into the mirror briefly, sighing once more over the dark circles. I then wrapped my hair in a towel and left the bathroom. "There's no hot water, by the way," I said as I went back into the room. I felt the urge to start yelling at Jeff when I saw him sitting on one of the beds with a beer in his hand. Already. I glare at him and he just smirks as he grabs a towel, taking the beer with him into the bathroom. I stumble over to the bed and flop down on it. I looked up at the ceiling, and after a while I found my gaze wandering over the beer. I deserve a drink, honestly, but I don't want to give him any chances to kill me. I'm so confused as to why I'm here sometimes, or alive at all for that matter. After a while, I give in to the urge and sit up and reach for the package of beer. By the time I get the pesky bottle open, Jeff opens the door to the bathroom, still drying his hair. He smirked as he watched me take slow sips of the beer in my hand. "Someone finally gave in," he said before taking another sip from his drink. "Shut up," I said, turning away from him. Did anyone ever tell you that you have amazing comebacks?" he said, the sarcasm clear in his voice. "Just leave me alone," I said quietly, taking another sip from the beer. That's funny. A few hours ago you were clinging to me, he says. I felt the other side of the bed sink. Great, now he's sitting next to me. I groan when he lays down, making the bed sink more. Oh, what's with that attitude? Not that you loved hanging out with me, he said, grabbing my arm. Stop flirting, I said, yanking my arm away from his grip. I'm not flirting. Don't flatter yourself, he said, sitting up to take a drink from his nearly empty bottle. How was I flattering myself? I asked, taking another small sip from my drink. Well, why would I want to flirt with you? You don't have much to look at, he said, opening another bottle with ease. Sorry, guys. Excuse me? I said, turning around and glare at him. Well, to begin with, I highly doubt you're even an A-cup, and I probably have more ass than you do, he said, smirking while he took another sip of his drink. I groaned loudly and turned around to finish my drink in peace, though I doubt it'd ever work very well considering Jeff is over there chugging the beer like it's only liquid he's seen in months. After a while, I finally finished my drink, and when I got up to throw it away, I was quickly yanked back onto the bed. I let go of the bottle in shock as I landed on my back. Suddenly, Jeff's face was in front of mine, only an inch or two away. I gagged instantly when I smelled the alcohol in his breath. How many did you have? I exclaimed, putting my hand on his chest, trying to push him away. Just 4, he said, calmly smirking at my attempt to push him away. Just 4? I said, trying harder to push him away when his face got closer. You doubt my tolerance? Yes! I yelled as he laughed just a centimeter or two away from my face. Okay, let's play a game, he said, finally moving away from me. I'll go buy more beer, and we'll see who can last longer. The loser does whatever the winner wants. He smirks at me, and I realize this could be my chance to escape him forever. I looked down, and I decided that it was worth the risk. Alright, I'll play your game. Many beer bottles later. Oh, man. Also, guys, I'm not cutting anything out, so bear with me. I laid my head in Jeff's lap, trying desperately not to punch his smug face as he laughed. I turned my head away, trying to seem upset. After a while, the laughter stopped, and I felt him combing through my hair with his fingers. I looked up at him, expressionless as he played with my hair, and after a while, I found myself leaning towards his hand like a cat. Hey, Jeff, I said, grabbing his hand and placing it on my chest. What? He said, smirking, and for once I didn't want to punch him for it. Can I ask you something, even though I lost? I asked, knowing that my face looked desperate. Sure, though no promises that I'll actually do what you want, he said. I sat up and planted my hand on his chest. Would you, I said, hesitating, the little soberness left in me trying to fight back. Would you have sex with me? You're joking, he said after the shock had left. When I didn't respond after a while, a new expression crossed his face that I hadn't seen before. You sure? I'm not exactly a gentle person, he said, grabbing the wrist that belonged to the hand resting on his chest. I nodded frantically, pulling myself closer to him. He chuckled, cupping my cheek, pulling my face towards his. Our lips clashed as we slowly started to fall back onto the bed. And that is literally it. That was interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm actually not gonna lie to you guys. I was not expecting that at the end. I mean, that kind of took me a little bit off guard. But hell, it was actually kind of a good story. Also, I'm sorry if I was reading really low. I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I am sorry for not being on it forever, and just life has kept me really busy. But thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful and very Merry Christmas. Instead of listening to me, go spend it with your friends and your family that you have. And I will see you guys in the next video. Merry Christmas.